It is the 28th of July 1940, and Ethiopia has the British on the run. After a coup of cutting them off from between their northern forces and the southern forces, we have managed to absolutely rout the British and get them pushed towards the Mediterranean. Now, strategically, the one problem that we're having is that we currently cannot trade. The reason we cannot trade is that our convoys are busy with Lend-Lease, and they're going to be busy with Lend-Lease for quite a while. But actually it says we've got 50 convoys that are not used. Interesting. So maybe the Lend-Lease isn't not happening anymore. We should be getting things from the Germans. So this is quite fascinating. Maybe that'll go away again. But the other problem is obviously that, we don't control the oceans, and we're just going to be losing our convoys if we're going to start using them for trade. The biggest problem that we have is our lack of steel. We need steel for a lot of things, and we don't have any steel. So the next goal strategically, there are two possibilities. We can either start pushing along the North African coast and try to capture the steel reserves in Tunisia and in Algeria. The problem with that is that this is everything there is controlled by the Axis, which means we would be fighting both the Allies and the Axis at the same time, which is not ideal. The second option, and which is probably the more viable one at this point, is to manage to kick the British out of their possessions in North Africa and the Middle East, which would allow us to liberate Egypt pretty much, and create a land border with potentially the Soviets through some neutral territory, because most of these countries are neutral. They're not aligned. They're not part of any factions. So theoretically, once we manage to get a land border here, we should be, so effectively we're not going to kick out the British here. We should be able to start trading for steel, and we will have to reinforce obviously the North African territory here, and we can then focus on actually getting something to trade with because we don't have any factories. But if we are pushing south through the British and Belgian possessions, we should be able to take care of quite some resources in terms of tungsten and chromium, going further south and eventually into South Africa. So the next push is going to be, after that, is going to be pushing the British out and the Belgians out and try to connect through here, and then potentially take on Portugal and get the whole southern part of Africa liberated before we start taking on the Axis. At least that's the very rough plan. So, what are we still short on? Everything. We don't have any trains. We're making trains, but the problem is we don't have any steel, so it's going to take a long time for trains to come in, but they will slowly trickle in. The bigger problem is we don't have any guns, which to a degree is a problem because we are recruiting quite viciously. Now, if we are to hold the coastlines, and I would prefer not to just hold the ports, but to actually hold the coastlines, how many divisions do I need here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need 6 divisions here to hold the coastline. I actually need some divisions already here to hold that, to avoid any kind of naval invasions. And that means I am going to need more of the port guard divisions. So right now I've got 11, so I'm going to train up a bunch more of these port and garrison divisions. And just give me another, how many can we actually train? Let's give me another like 15 or something, but on low equipment priority. So these will need to be eventually trained. This means we are having a massive deficit in terms of guns, and we're actually losing, because we are actively fighting right now, we are losing a lot of equipment. So right now, priority is the equipment in the field. We are regaining some of it through our, where can I see that? I still believe that is probably the best place I can see this. So we're using a bit of British artillery that we've captured. And we are definitely starting to use some British rifles, some French guns, and valuable things for us like support equipment, which are very, very difficult to get our hands on. Do we have the opportunity? No, this is still ahead of time. So we do want to improve our equipment capture ratio, but we're still quite far away from that. And I think, yeah, so he's both of these officers are already ready for the for my command. These two are very new generals, so they are nowhere near ready just yet. Okay, but we are definitely going to get at least, let's get, I at least need to defend the port here. So let's get one division, Port Sudan needs to be defended. I haven't called Eritrea or the Somali Sultanate into the war, even though Eritrea is now starting to have divisions. I can always ask them to hand me these divisions if I need it. And yeah, the Somalis are starting to have one division as well and are currently training. So this is good. It's good to see that that they are building their own armies, because after all, we do want to liberate Africa and not oppress it. Once we're reaching 80% of compliance, we can start releasing all these countries, and then we don't need to worry about the garrisons anymore and any of that kind of thing. But for now, we are pushing towards the north, and we will try to here probably El Alamein is where we want to cut the British off, because that is a choke point, is an excellent choke point that we can use. The other thing, the supply hub's almost done. That's my supply hub. Where was it? Somewhere there. I know I'm building it somewhere. I think is it here? Is that it? No. Anyway, I was building a supply hub somewhere here, and that'll allow us to, because this is now controlled. So this would be the Central African Republic. This would allow us to push here. So cut the British off here, because that's currently controlled by Vichy France, which is another reason I don't want to go to war with the Axis just yet. Because if I can cut off all these British divisions here in the north, they have no supply. I can clean this up, wipe these out, and then we will start the southern push, and the British will have lost vast numbers. So let's make that happen. The other thing I was considering, and I'm not sure about that yet. So let's just do this hypothetically. So right now, first of all, these guys need more artillery. I know that. They also actually these guys is what I want to turn everything into. It's just that I don't have the material just yet. The field hospitals, because we have little manpower and we need to preserve what we can. The one I do want to give them an extra artillery, but this would cost me artillery, which I don't have right now, because I don't even have enough to fill up what I've got. What I was thinking, however, was to create a cavalry template, because the cavalry has now forests. They don't fight well in forests, hills, or mountains, or urbans, or jungles, or amphibious. Jungles might be the only thing that I really need to worry about, but I could, given that the territory, especially around the Central African area, is relatively open, probably use some fast cavalry units just to blaze through. But I'm going to save my my army experience. I want to get into, because they're not going to be getting trained up anyway just yet. I want to get into the down the doctrine tree for now. So let's see what this is all looking like. Where are the supply lines here? And that's the supply line going all the way up to Gizeh and Alexandria. So let's liberate Egypt, and we'll probably just keep pushing the British here, and just move north along the river line towards Cairo. I do need to get everybody else moving as well. So yeah, we'll get there, and these divisions can push on this division can push towards Alexandria along the other side of the river. And yeah, there's not an awful lot of the British left up here. I think the rest is kind of assaulting us, but not getting anywhere. So that's all good. So let's keep moving here. Let's see if we can push these guys out from there. Doesn't quite look like. So now they are cut off from supply, and we can try to push them again. I will get another division here to assist with that assault, while these and that pins, I believe, everybody in place, and then we can just see if we can cut them off there. Okay, hang on. There's more British divisions. So we do need to be somewhat careful, but I think that's a viable push to make here. These divisions, yeah, these are moving north. This division can try to cut through here, and we should be able to somewhat cut them off here. Actually, we're running into tanks that have been rushed into the theater, but that is they are very unorganized. So. Let's push the British out here and see if we can close, in fact, if we can close this here and just cut them all off. That I think works out well. So assault here and then push them further. And I think, yes, we have created a pocket. Okay, we have taken Cairo, and we will push towards El Alamein. Just making sure that we're holding that. The British are holding Port Said. Okay, they are definitely holding here. So that's as far as we're probably going to get. In that case, just clear this up and then return over there. And while we're waiting for the rest of the divisions to make their way up north, and then we will push towards El Alamein. There will be there might be, okay, you stay on that, you defend Cairo. Hang on, I need to clean up the front lines. There might be slight setbacks, but that's all not a big problem. Actually, just go through there. So you can already take El Alamein, and that cuts the British off from any reinforcements coming from the fight against the Italians. Oh no, Seyum Mengesha has been wounded. That is unfortunate. And you probably move there. Okay, now we need some reinforcements in El Alamein, I believe. Maybe we can hold this, let's see. Oh no, the British are actually able to retreat here. Let's see if we can cut them off through that move here. Field Hospital 2 have finished, that is very nice. That is still ahead of time. Do we have infantry research? No, that is still ahead of time. That we're doing. That is still slightly ahead of time. Anti-tank. Yeah, that was a conversation that I might need AT guns actually. Not usually using them. So my current template that I'm working towards is this one, and I would love to have engineers in here as well. I just don't have the support equipment. Oh, someone is naval invasion. Okay, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that one. Oh yeah, there they come. Okay, I did not pay attention at all. That is actually dangerous. So have they been pushed out? I'm not sure, but I am gonna need. Okay, that is a problem. Gilk. Okay, let's truck. I thought I had somebody designated there. I might have been. Let's get 3 divisions south, and the rest will just have to hold here. So you just hold on to El Alamein. You try to cut off. Oh no, it doesn't matter. You just hold on to Cairo. We need 1 more division here, I believe. And then we can send these guys south as well. So let's get all these guys temporarily assigned on a... Dang it, I haven't paid attention. Let's get them temporarily assigned to to that, and this division this one can go north, so we get these two as well. I don't know how many divisions they're funneling in here, so let's make sure we're pushing them back out into the sea. But I need these divisions on the front line pronto. So take the railways back south, and yeah, get there as quick as you can. I might draw. I might pull one or two divisions off here. I'm gonna pull the mountaineer divisions, the mountaineers here off onto that front line. These are Australians, actually. Yeah, they are now rapidly trying to. No, you stay on that front line. Oh, no. All you people stay on that front line. Nobody move here. Stay on the front line. Have I moved too many divisions up north? Yes, I have, actually. Oh, no. Ah, bad. I think I misclicked. Okay. Hang on a minute. You stay north. I need you to hold here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 divisions on that front line. If I get that army in as well, then that would work. Okay, that was not what I had intended here. All right, so that's 1 division, 3. I need 1 more. No, you're already on that line. Okay, 1 of you here. Okay, and you please go there. Yeah. Okay, so now I think we are, and you just hold El Alamein. Okay. All right, slight diversion. So this division on that front line, and now we should have 5 divisions here. Okay, that's more like it. I did not want to move everybody else off here, so please re-entrench yourselves quickly and make that happen. Okay, we need to push these Australians back. We do have the port guards. They probably not going to be able to push into the mountains, but they can be defensive here while we're waiting for more divisions to come. Actually, they might be able to. These guys have no organization. Okay, I need you to hold the line here. Okay, this push them back here, and then hold. Okay, I think we somewhat holding against the British. Okay, these guys are obviously now trying to gain territory. So make that not happen. Push these Australians back and take their port. Okay. And you there. That should be sufficient. Are we holding everything else? Might get sketchy here. Why are we having so many problems? Because we're not entrenched. And that's 3 divisions assaulting. Move 1 over. Yeah, that was my bad. That was a misclick. Okay, let's get our research back in. So yes, anti-tank. I was not necessarily planning to put another support AT, especially that I'm not going to be able to build any. But I might research it just such I can get Lend-Lease. The other thing that was mentioned, maybe it's not a terrible idea to research CAS, just such I can ask other countries for Lend-Lease. So maybe we'll do that. So let's get that going. And the anti-air, the support AA that I'm starting to build up here, these guys, do give me some hard attack and some piercing, more importantly. That should be sufficient to deal with light tanks. So hopefully that's not going to be a massive issue. Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah, doctrine. Doctrine, this gives... Yeah, this isn't particularly useful because it's only for armored. But I can go down... This gives the whole... This gives everybody heart attack, I believe, which might be useful. This is just for tanks again. This is reinforce. And this is organization. How about this one? This is soft attack. I like. This is +1 recon. This is tanks and armor again. All infantry, recovery rate, and +10 orc. I think I'm going down the right path, honestly. And this is all frontline battalion +5. Yeah, I think I like this one. So we're going down that route. But for now, we'll just take that and try to finish up our focus tree. Okay. So let's see how this little Australian incursion is going to end up for them. And we're going to get you to assault here as well. And I think, where did they go? Well, they must have trucked out again. Okay. Well, in that case, this division is going to take Port Sudan, and everybody else get back onto the front lines. North, please, because we've been holding in the north for a sec. We've halted our operations here for a second, but I think now we've got everything sort of under control-ish. We are reinforcing here. Let's see if that works. We should be... No. Oh, they're trying to... Oh, they're trying to block me here. Not counterattack. They have decrypted our ciphers. Yeah, there's not an awful lot we can do about that. Okay, they are encroaching on Ethiopian territory. We're not going to be having any of that, my friends. Counterattack immediately and push them back out again. There we go. Okay, everybody else here just hold while we are getting into a sandstorm in the north. But I think we should have sufficient divisions to take Alexandria and then wipe out the British here. And the Australians have moved north. That's why. Okay, yeah, take the airports. Cut them off in Port Said and see if you can get across the Suez Canal. That would be amazing. The Australians are under-equipped, so we should be able to push them out from that airport without too much trouble, and see if we can push them across the Suez. So we are getting reinforcements here, and that should be that. Taking Alexandria might be a bit of a tall order at this stage, but we are going to get reinforcements here, and I'm just trying to see if I can encircle these troops while we're here. That is across a river, so it's not ideal, but these Australian troops are relatively weak, and we'll see if we can do the follow-up and push them across the canal. Now they are reinforced by British here, but we are able to cross the canal in the north, and we might be able to take the Suez of the British. If we can close that encirclement, that would be pretty amazing. But it's just the Australians that we're fighting right now. And here we are. Oh yeah, they've broken our ciphers. So right now it's actually not the ideal time to assault anybody, but these guys are now encircled, so we have almost cut them off. I think we've got them pretty much on the run here, so these two divisions we're going to let get away, because I do want to make sure that we are clearing up Cairo. And yeah, Alexandria seems not to happen, to be honest, so that is not ideal, but we'll see if we can manage to clean up Cairo. So we're gonna need, yeah, 2 divisions on that line. That is about right. Everybody else help defeating the British forces here first. Okay, not everybody leave. That's not how I'm thinking of this. Okay, 1 division here and 1 division there. You go on that front line, you go on that front line. Okay, move. Defend the right side of the Suez Canal. Yeah, we don't want them to come back. That's not what we're planning to do here. You assault and you try to push out Alexandria and then take that. Lend-Lease from France. You know what? I'll take it. Use my convoys for all I care. Yeah, the Australians have tried to push back, but again, they are weakly equipped. And I think once we have all the supply hubs here connected, we should be good supply-wise in the north. But we are going to need way more... Okay, you need a defensive line here. That is... There are no supply ports. The problem is they can still, obviously, naval invade us. Okay, we've got these British divisions. Can we make this happen? And then push them towards Alexandria? Okay, we are holding here, and everybody else is wiping out the encircled British divisions around Cairo. And then we just need to sweep through the Middle East here. I am definitely... no, I'm not going to go for a non-aggression pact. I am definitely going to need more of these garrison troops, because I am not going to have enough of them. So I'm actually going to give them regular priority in terms of training. Yes, the supply hub is done, which means I can switch away from construction engineering and towards paramilitarism, which reduces my training time, which is good. I need that right now. So we're defending against British tanks here, but as you can see, these are actually medium tanks, but their armor is so low that our anti-air guns actually are capable of piercing it. How much? Yeah, they theoretically have air superiority, but we are not really seeing an awful lot in the field. Okay. I need these two divisions here, that division on that front line, and these divisions also on that front line. And try to... Let's see if we can cut the... Australians off and just swoop around into Sharm el-Sheikh and just take that all. We might have to do a little bit of defending at some point. But yeah, my supply hub is... Oh, they have pushed us out from here. That is not something I was expecting. Why are my divisions all moving north? Stop that. It's because the front line has misextended itself. Okay, I want one division here. One division here. No. Assault. One division stays. You stay. No, you stay here. Do not leave. Okay. Defensive line here. You stay. You two recapture. You stay. Okay, I think we've got ourselves sorted here. Have we? Are we all good now? Game? Okay. No, you do not go north. You go there and hold these hills against the British assault, because they do have supply in the south. And I don't know where you're trucking, but you're defending. You two are assaulting here. Yes. Kick these British out from there. I want my hills back. Okay. Can't leave these alone for a minute. How are we doing up north here? Not great. We're still trying to get through Alexandria and get these two British divisions wiped out. But here we have made progress. Okay. Actually more progress than I thought we were going to make. So let's take... this is all Vichy, isn't it? This is not Free France, right? Yeah, this is Vichy France. So let's complete this mission, take the Middle East of the British, and see if we can get our trade routes sorted again. And just take everything from them. They don't deserve to hold on to that. And then I think we will have to halt for a minute and make sure everybody is lined up to defend as necessary while we are sorting things out. This fight here is surprisingly difficult. Or these fights here are surprisingly difficult. But we will eventually break through there. A bit costly. And we are dug in on El Alamein and still being assaulted by that 61st Infantry Division. Okay, we have now managed to encircle them. Get south across the river and don't assault across the river line. And try to wipe out this remaining British division in Alexandria. Okay. We have, I think, defeated the Australians. So everybody else, just make sure we are getting this sorted. And then we will have to assign some people on port guard duty. I am sort of considering... I'm just going to hold here. Don't want to push into tanks, to be honest, if I don't have to. That final British division in Alexandria is going to fall. And we will have to, okay, we will have to remove this line here, and we will start getting these guys on area defense. So this area, and I only want you to defend the ports. How many divisions do I need to make that happen? So port defense, 2 divisions. So hold the coastline, pretty much, is what I need you to do. 5 divisions. Yeah, I think we can actually handle this. Okay. We've got somebody stationed in Tel Aviv. So we should have reconnected now. Let's see if we can trade with the Soviet Union. Yes! You see? Now we've got a land bridge and we can trade for steel with the Soviet Union. 2 factories. And get me 16 steel, please. Yes! My good friends, the Soviets. Who's gonna send me stuff? You know, honestly, yes. Send me things. I am in favor. Send me all the things. And we're just making sure that we're taking all this territory of the British. And now we can assign a 2nd division here just to hold that. We're gonna get this division to hold Alexandria for now. I am going to need some people on counter push duty, in case that we are getting naval invaded. But I think in general I should be able to draw most of these divisions away from here. I'm gonna leave, not the Mountaineers, but the Mountaineers are running very low on equipment. I really need to rest and recover some of my divisions here. As you can see, most of them are running very low on equipment now. And the British are getting squeezed by the Italians. Is it worth counter-attacking the tanks? It might be, because that'll leave us a little bit more open towards the Italians later on. And we don't have to push through a singular... Let's see how far we can, if we can, with these 2 divisions, if we can just manage to sort out the... Okay, everybody please conquer that. We can get these 2 divisions to sort out the rest of the British. And that will be the British North Africa... Oh no, the British are actually holding a fair amount of land here, behind the Italian lines. That is interesting. But they are completely cut off from supply here. Well then, so are we. But we should be able to... We might be able to take them out. Oh, they are now starting to have air, but that's not going to do them any good, because we are defeating the last stand of the British, and that under Danish command actually, and that's the 61st Infantry Division is making its last stand, and we've defeated them. Okay, so you 2 divisions are going to be on a fallback line here. Okay. Defend that. I am gonna need 1 division to defend Tel Aviv, and that should be hopeful. And maybe I'll leave 1 more division up north here in Port Said, and together with the port guard divisions, that should be sufficient. So everybody else is now trucking back towards the home front, where things have gone a little sketchy from time to time. So let's get these 2 divisions back on the front lines. But now that we have we connected supply? Yes, we have. So we've got supply here now for a push to cut off effectively. Where do we need to go? It's both across rivers, so it's both not ideal. But that would be 1, 2, 3 provinces, and that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 provinces. Okay, so this is where we're going. So let's get some divisions there, and then in fact I am going to get the North African divisions here. I'm going to give them a special order. So they are going to they're going to be the one to push here, so they are going to mass here, and we will get 6 divisions and get them ready for an assault here. All right, cool. So while these guys are moving in, how's my Lend-Lease? Surprisingly, I have convoys. I am very surprised by this, but it looks like we are starting to see equipment trickling in from the Germans very slowly, and we are starting to get Spanish equipment, and Vichy France is also starting to deliver us equipment. So all in all, I am very much in favor of this. Our production should start sorting itself out a little. I might trade. We need one town. No, we're good. We're good actually. We're good. We're good. We don't need to trade. We've got a couple of factories at this point because of our capture of Egypt, and we are actually building a couple of military factories. And as you can see, we start seeing an improvement. Really, we're not really going. We might build a couple. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just deal with things for now. Where's the supply network that we need to connect to? Here. So okay, that's literally just going to be a train line from here. So that's easy to do. Okay, we've got a decision. Blow up the Suez Canal. Why would I want to do that? It's cost me 5% stability and 5% war support. No, I'm not doing that. I mean, I kind of would like to almost, just to spite the British, but I'm not gonna. The British are assaulting us here again. Can we not abandon this front line? Please don't abandon this province. It's difficult to defend. It's hills only. It's not mountains. And the British are pushing quite hard on that one. Okay, but we are holding the north now. And it looks like... How's our supply situation in the north? Okay, Alexandria. There's bugger all supply until Tobruk. So they are just gonna have to... I might extend... Hang on. I might extend... Well, no, because we're not holding that yet. Okay. Now we'll just leave these two there. I might actually shorten the fallback line. I'm happy to just hold that. And as long as these two get... in fact, I'm gonna assign another division to Alexandria. And I am just going to have one division here holding this for now. That should be sufficient, and then we don't have supply issues over here. Okay, what's it looking like in the south? My divisions are trickling in. I'm just going to wait for them to regain their organization. We are 97% equipped. It could be worse. It could be worse. And we are still short. We've captured a couple of tanks from the British, but it's not enough to actually equip anything. We've captured an anti-tank gun, and we've actually got a decent amount of anti-air at this point. But I don't think the British have air in this area, so I'm not super rushing to get that done. Oh, I must have accidentally... yeah, I've accidentally transferred one. All right. Mengesha is level 8, which means... Okay, he's got the Organizer trait, which improves our planning speed. He's not yet got... He doesn't have skilled staffer yet. And he can't get the expert delegator because he's not a field marshal. But that would allow him to control a larger army, which I am very much in favor of. He might be getting engineer eventually, no, but none of the other ones here. He's already got Desert Fox, so he's very efficient in the desert. He might get Hill Fighter at some point. Urban Assault I don't see happening, so I think I can take the Guerrilla Fighter for faster entrenchment speed. That is not a bad choice actually for the way we're playing in this round. Okay, so now we've got... Why am I not having any division on... Okay, hang on. So you people need to include, please, that area. Thank you. And I thought I had one division here. There. Okay. There we go. That's more like it. Let's make sure we're holding Tel Aviv. And yes, obviously, the occupied territories, they have a relatively high compliance. And once they reach 80%, then we'll start letting them go. We've lost some equipment, which is painful, and a little bit of manpower, but that's okay. In general, I don't think we are... Yeah, we've got 10,000 in garrisons, I will actually check if I can. No, not you. Subjects. Can I? You don't do garrison support. Okay, sure. How about you? Are you willing to? No. And the reason is they have they don't have enough manpower. Okay, so they're not going to give garrison support because they don't have the manpower. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Fair enough. Fair enough. You build your own armies up, because I might call you into the war against the British at some point. And yeah, they keep assaulting this they keep assaulting this area here. What is it that we can do? Oh, do we still have fascism? Yes, we do actually. But we've got 39% stability. Can we? That would bring us too far down, because that would mean more strikes. So I'm not going to do that just yet. But eventually I will, because I have already banned fascism. And this will eventually bring fascism down once the nationalism has worn out. So that's gonna be next in January. Yeah, I don't need to act at this point. So insufficient resources, I know, but our production should now start to improve ever so slightly. And yes, we are gonna need trucks. We are working on getting another military factory constructed. Please prioritize the one in my own territory so I can actually use it. Okay, so now we're just waiting. Oh no, the troops are actually here. And we're just waiting for them to settle in. What's the planning level? Yeah, we're still preparing. This is across a river, unfortunately, which is just something we need to live with. There is not an awful lot we can do about that. We do. The enemy has area superiority over the Middle East. They have like 100 support planes, but we're not fighting, so they're not doing anything. Which means I am actually okay to proceed. What other decisions? Oh, that was the anti-fascist raids. I don't think I'll need that. I'll take it off, just so I don't need to remember it. The next, what can we do here? We can get. Well, we don't want to terrorize anyone really, but we don't really have anybody else we need here. We've already got the small arms equipment. Do we have anybody? So see, he's now an army regrouping genius, which gives me 12% division recovery rate because he just made it up to level 8. I don't really have anything to spend political power on. I mean, I can get all the designers here, but maybe the industrial concern next. That would be a good one. Although this it does help with reducing the subversive activities from the British, because that might be not bad. Maybe we'll get him first, and it also helps with garrisons. All right, next move. Is everybody ready? I think everybody is as ready as they get. So we will push across the river. We will leave 2 divisions, push again across the river, leave 2 divisions, and push over here. This is going to be costly in terms of supply, but we can then completely collapse this pocket in the north, and we've got better infantry equipment. I am fan. That's still ahead of time. We can improve our mountaineers a bit, but we don't have an awful lot of them. I think I'm going to start researching the engineer company, just so I've done it and I don't have to forget about it. Because these guys assist with movement, and yeah, this might be 2 dug-in British divisions and we're assaulting them across the river. But I don't think they can hold that. And yes, these are costly assaults. How are we looking actually? We have lost 57,000 men. The British have lost 300,000 on our hands. So not as efficient as I would like it to be, but we're getting there. The problem is the field hospitals aren't in effect because I don't have any trucks, and I don't have any trucks because I don't have any military factories to make any, because right now I'm making trains, which is what I need in order to start maintaining a wider supply network. We've got 6 divisions on here, and the British under a Belgian colonial commander, I think, are not going to be able to hold this. So actually, oh, he's wounded. That's why I can't do it. Dang it. Or should have waited until he was no longer wounded and push across the rivers. It's okay. We have done it. And then after that's cleaned up, we can start wiping out, maybe start an expedition around the lakes and see if we can wipe out the British forces here in the south, and then that should be the end of British colonial rule. No, we're not going to join the Axis. Not planning to, not interested, not wanting. Okay, let's see where the British are going. No. So one got defeated. One stays, one got defeated, the other ones push on. Good. I'm all happy with that. Yes, we don't have enough manpower. No, we don't have enough equipment. Manpower is fine, equipment is a problem. Okay, and we've got one division holding the line. We've got the other five. Yeah, there was 7 of them. The other 5 divisions are pushing on. And Norway has capitulated. Great news. No, I don't want to add anybody. What else can we do here? No, that costs me stability, which I don't have to begin with. And that was it. Was that it? I think that was it. Improved worker conditions. Oh, improved worker conditions available. Oh, I would love that. I think I'm gonna get myself the Prince of Terror first, just to deal with the British spies that we've noticed and reduce the damage to our garrisons. Although I think our garrison losses are still relatively benign. Yeah, it's the equipment that's hurting. So let's get him, and then we'll do improved worker conditions once more, because we are liberating people here, as I mentioned. And I think I am going to spend the 56 army XP to go for flexible org, because movement at this point is starting to be. We could either go for better breakthrough, or for flexible organization for more speed. I think I prefer that one. So let's go for flexible organization. And yes, we are running out of supply here, obviously, because we are still short on trains, and this supply hub is having difficulty supplying the area here. But that is okay, because there's nobody there. I would love to have 2 divisions here, actually, if you don't mind, game. But it's okay. I can start deleting this front line, which means all these divisions here are now back on the main front. And I need 2 divisions to push across here and make sure the British are cut off. And that 1 division can already start moving north and just deal with the territory. So this is where I was thinking to have maybe some cavalry. It might have been nice, but yeah, I think not quite happening. What we can do, however, is we can start pushing. This is all across rivers, I believe. Can we call the makeshift bridges? We can. Okay, everybody, makeshift bridges, and start assaulting the British across the river lines. That has no connection south. Yeah, it does not. And please keep the momentum going since you're at it. So we will literally go all the way and defeat these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 British divisions that we have here in the north. And the British are not doing anything out in the south by the looks of it. No, they're not reacting right now. So we are fighting exhausted British divisions who are completely out of supply. So as you can see, their defense is weakened. I mean, we're starting to we're not 100% supplied here either, but it's better than what the British have. Let me just put it that way. Actually, just go there because that seems to be unoccupied. And please be on this. Okay, paramilitarism is finished. Nice. Which means we can now get ideological fanaticism, and with that we can create a faction. And we will be creating I don't know yet. The African Union, maybe. We'll call it the African Union. But the British are... So it looks like Italy is getting defeated, actually, in Northern Africa. This would be ideal. If Italy gets defeated, are there any resources here that I want? No, bugger. But if Italy gets defeated, the British might actually invade Northern Africa. If they do that, I could take it off them without having to worry about getting into trouble with the Axis. Okay, I think we are literally at this point just wiping everything out here. Yeah, the British are... I think I would call that probably defeated. They are counterattacking from the south, trying to relieve their troops here. So we are going to send some reinforcements. But I think in general, let's get 2 more divisions. We don't need that many here. Just yeah, they have absolutely nothing that they can do. So we can already get these 3 divisions here as well. We are getting pushed back here in the south by a relatively fierce British onslaught, really. My goodness. So let's see if we can manage to counter here before the British can get across. Yes, we have brought another division in. And now we're just once again going to be holding the line here against the British onslaught. It's not the best territory because it's plains. So we're going to need a fair few divisions here. So let's bring in these 3 more. And yes, I believe here at this point we are literally just wiping out that final British division. Okay, so we can get everybody already on their front lines. So all you get back to the front lines. 3 more divisions here. Okay, now we're starting to look stable. Please stay where you are, and if you wouldn't mind digging in, that would be amazing. But okay, we'll let you sort it out, game. We need to push these out, actually. So where do we have river lines? We have some supply here. Let's see if we can counterattack the British, actually. And you as well counterattack here, because these divisions are relatively low on organization, and that means we can counter them there. There are some Belgians and some Australians over here, but that's okay. Not really dealing with them right now. Just pushing the British out, and just assist here because that is less than ideal, the attack we're running here, but I think we are pushing them out of this province already. The reason I would like these 2 provinces is such that there's a decent supply connection here, because if they have to go the long way around, that is less than ideal. Okay, that should do it a trick, and I think we have cut them off here, which shortens our front line, and hopefully once we've taken this province, relieves our supply issues a little bit. They're still trying to assault us here, because once again my troops have abandoned... Okay. You guys, you know what? I'm going to take 2 divisions and you 2 and give you a fallback line here. You stay right there, please. Okay, everybody else, let's get on the lines and get into defensive positions. This is connected. We need more. We need actually more trains. So let's upgrade our train network to 2. Are we connected in the north? Oh, we are not actually connected to the northern train lines by anything except... Okay, this seems to work though. We're not connected by anything except the river, so I might actually be constructing a train line from here. Just... No, where do I want to go? There-ish. Okay, nope. Make it complicated through that. Okay, so that train line. We build that next, and then that. Okay. Italy, no. You don't get a non-aggression pact. You do not get a non-aggression pact. Now, Belgium is obviously in the Allies, but we're now just trying to sort out... Oh, and we have logistics fulfillment. Sweet, we have logistics fulfillment. The problem obviously is that this is a little bit far away from everything, and there is absolutely no supply anywhere in here, which means I don't have supply, but then neither do the other ones. this is kind of where the next problem starts. So for the next push towards the south, we will have to see if we can cut the British off from their supply lines, and that's going to be a tricky one. I am almost tempted. Oh, we've got trouble. Oh, we've got trouble. Yes. Okay, hang on a minute. Okay, let me support that naval invasion here, and I think we will push these out. Okay, Egypt and Middle East. Yeah, 2 naval invasions. Okay, let's deal with that for now. So this is, we have 2 divisions in here. That's an encircled British division. Yeah, I don't think they're going to get out of that one. And please counterattack and kick this Australian division. The Australians are really, really irritating with their naval invasions. I really have to keep a very, very close eye on these naval invasions and make sure they get defeated. Okay, that's done. That's sorted, and that just leaves the one in Egypt. And I don't think they're going to be holding El Alamein. Romania has joined the Axis. Okay. And can we wipe these guys out? We are coming under air attack again here. So definitely the Mediterranean territory is where I'm going to need my AA first. So let me actually check. I do have a fair amount of AA, so let me, once the battles are done here, let me make sure that all these divisions are of the right type. Okay, there we go, that's done. So you, okay, hang on. Let's get you first. You need to be, what are you? Yeah, you're of the old template. You need to be the better template, so you can get some AA. You need to be, yeah, you also need to be of that template. We have enough. We don't have the trucks or the support equipment, but we do have the AA guns at this point. So I am already going to get these deployed in the field. Are you still the? Yeah, you're still the old template. We've still got 136 deploy, and that makes these divisions a little bit more useful already. In fact, why am I having so many divisions here in the where I don't have any supply? I think that's too many people. Can we not have so many divisions here? Because I don't have any supply here. Okay, let me reorganize this a little bit. We're going to shorten the front line here. And this is 1, 2, 3 provinces. So I need exactly 3 divisions on a front line separately here. Okay, that should be sufficient to hold, because these guys don't have supply either. And everybody else can get back to where they're supposed to be. Alright, yeah, I actually think I can. How does it look like now? I've still got 78 AA guns, so I might as well actually start converting some of my other divisions here. So you two can become that. I've got enough for 3 more. So 1, you, and we're going to change you over 2. And now I should be relatively out. Okay, 1 more. I can do 2 more actually. So let's get you. And it's difficult to tell who is and who isn't. And let's get you converted. I know this is going to bring me really down in terms of support equipment. But I'm not planning to assault just yet. I am trying to get my divisions ready here and to get them equipped. Okay, Italian-British war, and Romania is now in the war. Okay, cool. How's our equipment? How's our equipment ratio on our main? Yeah, these guys are short. This is all RT support equipment. Trucks is going to be a big problem, which means how many trucks am I short? 180, which means I might be able to diplomacy. Who can I ask? Who haven't I asked in a while? Soviet Union. Do you have trucks? Trucks. You do not have trucks. Okay. How about our new friends? Who is not giving us anything right now? Germany isn't giving us anything right now. What can you give me, Germany? Support equipment? Sure. Trucks? No. You don't have any trucks. AA? No, you don't have that. Trains? No. RT? Yep. And guns. I'll take it. Convoys? No. Tanks? Nope. And I don't know enough about planes. So send me stuff, Germany, please. Feldhaubitze and shenanigans. What I do need, however, is trucks. So who else can we ask? Spain. Spain, you like me, right? Have you delivered your stuff already? I think you have, actually. So what if we... they're sending monthly. Wow. Okay. Do you have trucks? You might, but you don't like us enough. Okay. I'm not going to spend my political power on that right now. We'll deal with that in a bit. Don't need war propaganda against Belgium. We know that Belgium is our enemy. So let's get that front line settled, and then we'll wait for a little bit of material to trickle in. We do have... we're almost finished building another military factory, which is going to start building trucks for ourselves as well. So, and we have new troops. Look at that. We've got almost a complete... How many are these? 15 more divisions for the Second Army. And that means we should have sufficient firepower to deal severe blows to basically kick out the British. How are they doing against Italy? Well, they seem to be doing okay. But all in all, we have taken 69,000 losses, whereas we have inflicted over almost 400,000 on the British in return. So all in all, the war is currently going, I would say, in the Axis's favor, even though we have weakened Italy quite a lot early on. Can we already liberate anybody? 62, nah, it's still gonna take a while. So that will still, we've got 13,000 troops, 13,000 men in garrison, and these guys still don't have any garrison support, do they? If we go here, no, these guys, nope, they don't have the manpower for garrison support. That's okay. They're building their own armies, and at some point I am going to call them into the war and make sure that you know, once we have a faction, actually, no, that's gonna happen next. All right, so in the next episode we will create the African Union, or shall we call it the the Ethiopian Empire or something? Nah, we're liberating people. African Union is a great name. So we're going to create the African Union, get these two guys in there, and we will invite like some small neutral countries like Liberia. That's actually Spain. Wasn't there anything else? I thought there was something else, but I might be mistaken. No, we're going to have to liberate that all, but we'll get there. So the next big push is going to go southwards to finish off the British and the Belgians, and then we'll include Portugal and South Africa in the whole mess. Which means I'm probably going to be queuing up... Oh, actually, these were the port garrisons. I'm going to need more of those, I think. That's fine. Well, with these, we'll start with these. That's why these guys... these guys are not yet ready, because we need the reinforced equipment for reinforcements first. So reinforcements priority, then these guys, then these guys. But... our infantry equipment is not actually in that bad of a state anymore. I think a Lend-Lease has quite helped a little bit, and hopefully we will going to start seeing more things trickling in as we go. Anyway, that's it for me today. Thanks everybody, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.